So good morning, everyone. Welcome. Willkommen to the German speaker. I don't know if I said that right. And yeah, so today I just thought we could do start off with some acupressure, which folks that have been to ones that I've facilitated in the past, I've done that a couple of times just because I feel like it's fairly simple. Acupressure works using the same points that acupuncture uses. And it's basically, in my view, it's a good way to help kind of start to stimulate energy flow throughout the body and also prepare the body and the mind for meditation. So after doing a bit of acupressure, we can transition into purification breathing, which you would also be familiar with if you've been to exchanges that I facilitated. Essentially, that's another part of a popular meditation used during Reiki, also to help kind of stimulate energy flow, but also to clear and cleanse blockages and help prepare us more for a meditation. We'll do a visualization and then end with a final meditation that I rediscovered recently that I feel like is kind of neat. So yeah, it's good to see everyone. And um, if you haven't already, just feel free to go ahead and start by finding a comfortable position. I'm going to readjust as well. And so for the initial acupressure points, um, as we get into it, you can kind of get more comfortable and close your eyes. But if you want just to start out, you can kind of um, watch what it is that I'm doing so that you can see the points. So the first point that we're going to focus on is called yin tongue. It's located directly in between the brow lines, so in the center of the forehead, close to the third eye. So you can use either your thumb or the middle finger, which is considered a healing finger, actually, in acupressure. So if you want to just go ahead and start to lightly apply pressure to this point, yin tongue is known to be connected to the pineal gland and helps release tension and anxiety. So as you're doing this, if you'd like, you can go ahead and close your eyes, drawing your attention inward, listening to the sounds of your breathing. Each inhale, exhale. Feeling the weight of your body against the seat or the surface that it's on. A few moments to start to come more into your body. Your body start to become more and more relaxed with every exhale that you take. Gently releasing whatever you were focused on before you got on to the Zoom call. Living more and more in each of your breaths. And on your body as it starts to unwind. When you're ready, you can release your hand back into your lap, allowing your palms to rest facing up, giving yourself a few moments to relax. As you're resting your arms, you can continue to do so, and I'll just start to explain where the next point is. So that you can see where my fingers are, I'll move a little closer. The next point is called the shoulder well. It's located directly on top of the shoulders, just on either side of the neck. So if you take two fingers and place them directly on the sides of your neck, the point is just outside of where those two fingers are. So I'm moving from side to side so that you can see. So if you put your fingers just there, applying light pressure. And if you want, you can even just allow your fingers to hang a little bit so that your arms can be more relaxed. And if you'd like, you can close your eyes again. So I'm sure we all know the shoulders and neck area is where many of us store a lot of tension, stress. The shoulder well point helps us to relax and relieve the tension in this area. Trying to focus gently back to the breathing. Allow yourself to gently allow your exhales to lengthen each breath. If you want, that exhale can be audible as well. Hold this point for a few more moments. Next exhale, you can gently release your arms and your hands back into your lap, giving yourself a few moments to rest, relax, not thinking about anything in particular. Just present And as you're relaxing, if you'd like to open your eyes, I will explain. The third point is the third point is called Shantung. It's located directly above the center of the chest, between directly above like where the nipples are, but in the center. So if you feel into the center of your chest, there's an indentation. So I'm just moving closer so that you can hear me. So the third point, there's an indentation directly in the center of the chest. This point is called Shantung. If you'd like to just go ahead and see if you can find where there is an indentation, and then just begin by applying light pressure and let me know if you can't hear me. So once you've found the point, just go ahead and relax back in your seat. Okay, thank you. So I'll move closer to make sure that you can hear what I'm saying. Thank you. So we are holding the final point. If you'd like, you can close your eyes. Again, and feel the sensation in your chest as you're holding this point. And also just notice whatever sensations you're feeling in your body. Again, just allowing yourself to release further with each breath. So this particular point is good for helping stimulate the movement of chi in the chest area and opening up the chest, which is of course good for any meditation that you're about to do or just in general. This is also an easy point to reach if you feel like you'd like to do some self acupressure and no one is watching. I find myself being more relaxed after having done this for a couple of minutes. Ourselves a few more seconds. And then when you're ready, you can release this final point, bringing your hands back to your lap, palms facing up, allowing your awareness and your breathing to be in its natural state. Breathing naturally with no effort. Allowing your awareness to be spacious and open as we transition into purification breathing. So for this breathing exercise, we're going to begin by drawing our attention to the hara, which is the center the energy center that's located about where the navel chakra is. So it's about the size of a grapefruit. And on our inhales, you're going to imagine that there's light coming in through your crown chakra and then moving into the hara. And on your exhales, you're going to see that light flowing out of your body from every pore, cleansing and removing any blockages and emotional debris that are within you. So inhaling light in through the crown, exhaling, releasing the light back into the atmosphere. So as a repetition, the hara is in the solar plexus area around where the navel chakra is. If you're watching, I'm kind of demonstrating. That's the hara. So inhaling, breathing that light in through the crown into your belly. Exhaling, releasing it out through every cell, every pore. And as you inhale the light, you can also imagine that it is permeating any stuck emotions or old memories that are no longer serving you, any stress. And the light is restoring your body and energy systems to perfect balance. As you continue doing this, you might start to feel sensations. You might feel like there's energy moving. Um, and this starts to become stronger sometimes the more that you do it. All of those sensations are okay. Allow yourself to simply observe them. Continue it on breathing in the light, exhaling the light back. this for a couple more minutes. Last exhale. And when you're ready, you can release that breathing exercise, bringing your hands together in prayer position in front of your heart center, allowing yourself again to relax, allowing the mind to rest, no effort or focus on any particular thing. Next, we're going to draw our attention to the objects and beings that we're focusing on healing today. So if you'd like, you can bring to mind an image of yourself, of everyone on this call this morning, a particular person that you'd like to send healing to, and of Mother Earth. And with this newly charged energy that we've been building up, we're going to direct our intent and our energy towards these focal points, starting with Mother Earth. Bring into your mind's eye now an image of the planet just as it is now. So the planet in all of its beauty and also with its chaos. Just draw the earth into your mind's eye. See it rotating and spinning. And then, if you'd like, you can even imagine seeing people in different countries interacting, however you are picturing the earth as it is now. Just bring it into focus with as much detail as you'd like. And allow this image start to fade a bit, then draw into your mind's eye an image of the earth being completely healed and completely whole. Note the difference in how the earth seems and feels when it is in perfect balance on an environmental level, at the level within particular countries, societies. Simply bring into your mind's eye an image of the earth and all of its systems in perfect balance. And next, you can surround this image of the earth in white light. The light amplifies the image and heals the earth even further. So the light that you're seeing is healing the earth. And then you can move this image to the side, bringing into focus now the person that you've selected to send healing to. So bring them into your mind's eye as they are now. You might see them going about their daily activities. Just bring them into focus as they are now. And next, you can also see them, allowing the image of them as they are now to fade slightly, bringing their image of them being fully healed and whole into focus. See how their behavior has changed and what they are or are not doing differently. And then you can surround them in light as well, seeing the light amplifying their healing and protecting them. Moving this image also to the side, bringing into focus all of us on the Zoom call. You might even see the Zoom window in your mind's eye, seeing us all as we are. And then seeing us all being healed and whole, surrounding us with light. Moving that image to the side now and finally bringing an image of yourself to your mind's eye. See yourself as you are now. See yourself going about your daily life, your daily activities. And then bring to your mind's eye an image of how you feel you would be, feeling whole, healthy, well. Surround yourself in white light. Now, with all of us and the planet being surrounded in this white light, you can silently to yourself just bless all of us and maybe state an intention that we will be healthy and whole in our lives as we continue on. And just a general intention for healing for ourselves and for the planet. Finally, we will allow that image of ourselves and of the planet to fade, gently bringing our focus back to our breathing. Noticing our inhales and each exhale. And now, on each in breath, imagine that you're breathing in the future with all of its possibilities. And on each out breath, that you're exhaling the past and all that went with it. So visualize yourself breathing in the future, breathing out the past. Breathe in the future and all that you wish to create. Exhale, let the past go. And as you breathe out the past, you can also breathe out any false limitations that you feel like you've placed on yourself. Breathe in the future, breathe out the past. See your past lifetimes flowing out behind you and your future ones coming toward you. Breathe in the future, breathe out the past. Watch as time flows and see yourself as the central point of consciousness. As you sit in the center of reality, know that this you is unchanging, and you sit outside the boundaries of time. Know in that moment in between the breath of the future and the out breath of the past, there's a gap. This gap is where you'll find the eternal now. When you're ready, you can slowly start to transition back, noticing whatever sensations you're feeling in your body. Palms of your hands, and the soles of your feet. Notice the temperature of the air of the room that you're in and how it feels against your body. Slowly start to come back. Welcome back, everyone. I'm sorry that you couldn't hear me for part of it. I didn't realize that. Um, so yeah, no pressure for anyone that doesn't feel like sharing, but for anyone that feels called to share anything, you relax. Gabrielle saying that I was relaxed. Yes, I was very relaxed. Especially I find after I do the acupressure, like the cadence of my voice actually starts to change. I've noticed, which I feel like is a sign that it's working. But yes, so I can go around and call on folks. Again, there's no pressure. And if anyone doesn't want to be recorded, then just let me know. So about the dry. Okay, so Barb was saying that the chest point is known as dry tears. Oh, to release sadness. Okay, I didn't know that. Barb, thank you for sharing that. Okay, so I don't know if Alice is there because I know that she said that she might be in and out. So I will start with Andrea.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Ashley. It was so relaxed. I did actually fall asleep, but it was very relaxing, and I think that's what I needed because it's been an especially stressful week for me. Um, so yeah, I think I got what I needed, but I didn't really have anything come to me, but I woke up feeling very refreshed. So thank you for that. Thank you for that.
No, yeah, you as long as you get what your body needs, then yeah, great.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And then it looks like Barb, I'm not sure if you can actually speak or not, but okay, it's noted your point about the.
I can. I'm using my phone. I wanted to thank you. I had a very stressful week and I now feel centered and back in control. And I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for sharing. Next is Corinne.
Yes, me the same. I had a weird week. So that really helped me to center. Even so, I sneezed a lot. I don't know what that means, but
Nice.
it was really good. Thank you so much.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the sneeze is a physical representation of some sort of release or something.
Yes, so I still keep sneezing. I was like, oh, Jesus, it doesn't stop. But it was really good. Thank you. So I feel better now, refreshed. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then Gabrielle.
Thanks. It was beautiful. It was very relaxing. I got a broken legs in 3 weeks, so I was focusing on that as well. So it was perfect. So my work week starts on a Sunday, so it was beautiful. So it was very nice, relaxing, and completely different. So the way you approach the relaxation technique. That's why I had that many questions, and thanks so much for answering them. I liked it a lot.
Oh, of course. Thank you for sharing. And then Judy.
There we go. I'm on my cell phone as well. So can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That was beautiful, Ashley. It was exactly what I needed today too. I love working with the press points and the energy flowing through the meridian. So it was very, very powerful for me today. And it was just like you turned on the on switch for me and everything just went very effortlessly. And in the end, just all the different spots, even just on my scalp, were just going, and it wasn't anything you said. It was just paths that had opened up and just were running on their own. So I just really needed that as well. It was just like a real reset, a recalibration, and I love the visualization you did with the Mother Earth and the chaos we're in, but then seeing her at her most beautiful too. And we know that everything is cyclical, and it seems everyone is going through a lot of change and rough times, and that this too shall pass, and that the beautiful and the visualization of the future too, to keep that positivity when things are tough. So I think it was just the most beautiful meditation. And it just really feels that everyone is the same comments, kind of being very centered and rebalanced, and you did a lovely session. So thank you so much for that. Beautiful.
Um, and then next is Julie.
Hi, Ashley. Thank you so much. I guess maybe I should take off my video. As everyone said, I too, it's interesting that all of us had the same week and the same response to your meditation. We were affected by Ida, not especially our town. We were affected, there were tornadoes and all those other things. It was a difficult week for many reasons, and I didn't sleep like from 2 o'clock on. So I have to say this meditation made me feel so at peace and centered and very cleared. I think, oh, and Corinne, I think it is when you sneeze, that is a release, exactly what you guys said. But it felt like that, the whole body just calming down and centering and being at peace. So I thank you. It's wonderful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I hope that you and your family are all right. I know that Ida obviously hit different people differently, but yeah, a lot of my colleagues and friends in New York were really impacted. So anyway,
I mean, we were blessed. I pray for all those that weren't, because it was our area is very near New York. It was greatly impacted. So, but we were lucky. We were fortunate. We had problems, but could have been far worse. So.
Mm.
Thank you again.
And Liz.
Great. Thank you, Ashley. I guess, echoing everyone else, it was, a crazy week. And I was pleasantly surprised. I wasn't expecting to feel much release with the acupressure and the release points, but it really, after we did the chest one, I could really feel the energy just going up and down the heart line. And I loved the last sort of breathing exercise of, breathing in the future and releasing the past. I thought that was really lovely. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. Yeah, I've actually been surprised too with the acupressure, which is why I keep using it, is because I thought that you had to have the needles for it to work, but yeah, surprisingly, you don't always need them.
Oh.
Okay, anyway, so Melvin, would you like to share?
Oh, again, hello everyone, and I'd like to say thank you for bringing into my awareness the pressure points, because I think that was the first time I had ever did it, and I enjoyed that. And the overall experience was cleansing. I felt like I had just stepped out of the shower, just really relaxed. The towel dry, and now you're ready, and relaxed. And to the individual that said she fell asleep, it was some effort for me. I almost went there, but I pulled myself back. So, but yes, it was great. And what I will take forward is the pressure points and breathing in the future, exhaling the past. And that was it. And thanks to everyone.
Thank you so much, Melvin. And then I think finally we have Paula.
Yes, good morning, Ashley. Thanks so much for leading this morning. Well, there's Alice makes a cameo too.
Hey, Alice.
Like almost everyone on the call, I had a tough week at the end of the week. And so your ending idea of as other people have mentioned too, the breathing end of the future and releasing the past was really relevant to me, because what was happening to me at the end of the week was I had something happen at work that was really triggering me from past things that have happened. And I was like, I know I'm being triggered. I don't want to be triggered anymore. Like, I want to get rid of this. So I was kind of focusing on that. And that point, I was trying to imagine in a future job situation that was like more harmonious and releasing sort of things that from the past had bothered or upset me. So thank you for that. That was really helpful for me. And just wishing everybody a good week.
Wow. And Ashley, I'd like to weigh in because I tried to continue to do, to work through my task list because I had just too many things to do as before I pick up my grandson. And because I was supposed to be in Delaware to pick him up. And so it was amazing how I didn't feel frenzied about going through my task list because I had your voice in the background, the calmness, the soothing, the quiet. And I thought this absolutely works even when you're trying to accomplish, stuff. You're not giving your 100% undivided attention. And so I got through about 8 items on my task list because they were quick, and some weren't so quick. Some I had to redo and everything. But really, I do encourage you gals to go back through, and everybody brings a unique quality of themselves to these meditations. And I just feel that those of us who continue to, and I know my next 3 weeks are going to be, here, there, and everywhere. But after that, I should be able to join in pretty regularly. And Pam Weaver will be taking over for me next Sunday because I physically won't even be here. But anyway, I just want to share that. I mean, how amazing it was to even have the soothing calmness of your presence in, even with me as I'm frantically trying to go through a to-do list. So like I said, it works. It works no matter how you do it. But I do recommend you take the time, because this is what I felt. Did you really have to do that? So just take the time, like everybody else here, because that was the message to me. Take the time, stop your life, let the world get off, and just focus on the meditation. You will get it done. You will get it done. But it even helped, like I said, the frenzy of what I had to get done. So thank you so much for
Thank
that.
you, Alice, for sharing, and thank you for giving us the space to do this, and the opportunity to facilitate and everything. Thank you.
Without you gals here, it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't be a happening, without Judy, without Paula, without you, and Pam coming in, and Christine every once in a while. So I'm just absolutely thrilled that we keep the momentum of this going. So
Thank you for doing this. I really look forward to it. It really centers my week. Thank you all for so much for this.
take care.
Can I mention one pressure point that somebody taught me years ago that I don't know them, Ashley, like you do? I only know this one, but it's so helpful to my life. There's one right here in your hand.
Yep.
This V between your thumb and your forefinger. And when you get a headache, you don't even need aspirin. If you will just take that pressure point, and you can feel that when you press it, it almost is a little painful, or like, so, like that point. When you do that, if you just hold that like pretty firmly to the point that you feel like kind of pressure in that joint, that thing, it will like within seconds make a headache go away.
Mm.
And I never knew that. And somebody at work like 20 years ago showed me that because I was having a headache and we had no aspirin, and I started doing that. And now every time I feel a headache coming on, I just do that.
Yeah.
And it's instantaneous almost. It's crazy. So I don't know the other part. I mean, I know they exist, but I don't know where all of them are, what they do. But I know that one.
Yep.
And I just share it because it's been a blessing in my life, because I'll get a headache and I'm like, oh my God. And then like it's gone.
Yeah.
That actually also helps, Paula, with sleep.
Oh, does
That's
it?
a pressure point for sleep as
Oh,
well.
okay. I don't know. But I'm saying, so there's something to them. I wish I knew. I should probably study and learn more, or I'll take, more of your classes here, Ashley. Because it's not something I know well, but I do believe in them because this one works. I can verify it 100%. So if you're without aspirin in the future, just
If any can hear me, this is Judy. I'm on a cell phone, so I don't call up right now.
We can hear. Yeah.
I just want to say something on that point. It is a very helpful point, but it is not a point that should ever be used by a woman who is pregnant.
Okay.
And this is something I've for decades and that I teach. So acupressure points, the meridians, the energy. So there are certain points that cannot be addressed by a woman who is pregnant, as you can induce contractions and other things. So if anybody wanted to take this a little further, I would be more than happy to. With my next meditation, I could do a little preparation of different, maybe just hitting 3 new pressure points, exactly what they do, a good description of how to find them on the body. And if it sounded like everyone really enjoyed that, so I would be so thrilled to just add a little bit and keep maybe with a, just following forward with that a little bit, since everyone seemed to enjoy it. But there are some contraindications for certain points. And I just wanted to, only because we talked about that, I would hate to see someone pregnant right now start doing things like that. And there's a spot around the ankles too, and a couple of other ones. So I would just say, just be careful about that, because if somebody doesn't know, it could be a very not good thing to have somebody doing in certain situations. Most of them are very, very safe. So I just wanted to bring that up, only because all of a sudden everyone started jumping on that point. Hagu, I believe is what it's off the top of my and so anyway, that's why when people do massage, or if you go for like a foot reflexology, different things like that, if you are pregnant, you should be letting them know, because that's another case where even I think when you're having a mani-pedi now, that they're doing a lot of massages. And if you're then around the kidney points and such, around the ankles where the kidney and the bladder is kind of commingling, the meridians there. Just to be like that, there are points that we shouldn't just put out without kind of really knowing what they are, if that makes sense. So just because that's a major never do on a pregnant woman, it just kind of popped in my head that it is so helpful for everybody else. And men obviously would never have to worry about using that point. So yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and put something together too, so that I guess in 2 weeks it might kind of pick up on here, and maybe add two or three more points too. And it's lovely, because it is so lovely that your body will just start going on its own once the points have been kind of, put on you and you're aware of them, and just to follow and see how the energy flows is beautiful. So I just wanted to add that, just because it's one that just a pregnant person wouldn't want to use.
Thanks, Paula. And yeah, thanks, Judy. That sounds great. Yeah, myself, I'm also learning. So yes, I think we can all learn from you about.
I would be more than happy. Actually, it feels like me and you and Julie might live in the same area. I'm in Summit, New Jersey. Where are you in New York?
Oh, I'm not in New York right now. Usually I'm in Brooklyn, but I've been in Virginia during the pandemic. So
where do you go?
near you. In Virginia?
Yeah.
This is Fairfax Station. So I'm near Alice.
Oh, okay. Because a couple of times you were up in the New York area. And Julie, is Julie on, or did she go off?
I'm here. I'm in New Jersey as well. I'm in Maplewood, so I'm very close to you.
Neighbor. I'm in Summit.
I'm there half my life, just so you know. I go there.
I'm gonna stop the recording, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, that might be good.